This is the Monday, November 24th, 2025 meeting of the Franklin Public Library Board of Trustees. Maria Imp here, calling the meeting to order at 6 o'clock. Roll call. Annie Oklubgia.
Present.
Amanda Pound. Here. Christopher Dahl is excused. Terry Barris is not here. Lauren Russo.
Here.
Alan Alexandrovich.
Here.
Mike Karlovitz is not here, and Jason Craig is not here. And for the record, we do have a quorum present. There is no public comment. We are, Jennifer and I are anticipating a nice, quick meeting tonight to get you all on your way this holiday week. So we will just move along through the agenda here. Agenda item 3, go ahead, Jennifer, and tell us about that.
Patron who gives us money, either us or the foundation, she kind of alternates every year, gave us $1,000 check to pay for chair yoga.
So that's a great example of, letting our patrons know that our programs need funding, that some of our programming can come out of our budget, but that is a direct, a direct donation for that program. So that's awesome. And you have who it is, even though it's anonymous, and have thanked them and all that good stuff. Yep, great. Okay, we're going to move on to the approval of last month's minutes. That was from the October 27th meeting, and that is on page 2 and 3 of the packet. Did anybody notice anything, question anything, any comments? And
I wasn't here, I can't.
I was going to say publicly
Motion to approve.
thank Mike for
Second.
doing those. So Amanda and Alan first and seconded. Further questions about that? Comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstained?
Me.
Okay.
I abstain.
All right. Abstention by Annie, who was absent last month. Okay. Okay, motion carries. Take it away, Alan.
All right. Let's approve some vouchers. For Fund 15, we have a total of $20,711.12 of vouchers that I'm looking for approval of.
I make a motion, we approve.
I second.
Annie and Amanda. Questions for Alan or Jennifer? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstained? Motion carries.
Okay, Fund 16, I'm looking for a motion to approve $3,516.74
I so
of
approve.
invoices.
I second. That was Annie and Maria. Any other questions about those vouchers? Those invoices, sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposing or abstaining? Motion carries. All right.
Okay, the financials, if you read my little report here,
Yeah.
total revenues is 97.47% of the budget, expenditures for 82.8% of the budget. We have gone through October, which is 83.29% of the year, so we're running pretty well.
Yeah.
Things that were missing and added, if you look at the report that they gave us, they had $10,000 of landfill site.
Is that in the city spreadsheet?
Yeah, in the
On
city report.
report?
We don't get that anymore. That was an error. Found it. So I took it out of my spreadsheet. And the other thing is the allocation for insurance of $3,233.33 was not in, but I put it on my spreadsheet. And when we're looking at like revenue, what percent of the budget, and expenditures,
Right.
what percent, I
You
calculated
included
those.
that.
Yeah, because they should have been there. These are standard entries that should have been there. So the insurance and interdepartment allocation of $4,690 were not there.
So, I'm just asking, have we kept track of like how often those normal things are not posted and given feedback? to
Uh,
Danielle? Because it,
I'm not giving feedback to Danielle,
Sure.
we're recording these things, I
Okay.
think somebody would.
Okay.
When we had the recognition thing, I approached the mayor to
Okay.
talk to him about this, and he said, you gotta talk to Danielle.
okay,
Um,
all right. I'm
But, no,
just
I haven't.
curious, because I notice it more than occasionally, so I'm just wondering if,
Well, last month,
Just
to
gotta
me,
get
was
neat
the
things.
only month that didn't have those kind of errors.
okay,
already go
all
this
right.
way?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Just waiting for you.
Thanks.
And other expenditures were as anticipated in Fund 15. Fund 16, the revenue was 96.69% of the budget, expenditures 59.94% of the budget. Expenditures were as anticipated. And the cash register report was perfect,
Perfect.
as expected.
As, excellent.
The only other report that we look at is the credit card summary. Total $3,929. I noticed program supplies were pretty high. This is the holiday kind of programming that we're doing? Yeah. So, that looked normal to me also.
No, I'm good. I didn't know.
Does anyone have questions for Alan regarding any part of the report?
I do. There's been changes to credit card policy regarding the city side of things. Does that carry over to the library as well? Okay. I
No,
just wanted
because
to-
I don't have a city
We
credit
don't, right.
card.
Okay.
We have a credit card we used when we had a bank account. Fund 16 used to be in a bank account at Waterstone. We had a credit card.
Okay. I just wanted to I wanted to just have clarity as to
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
all of the things that have kind of been made policy from the city side, if that had to filter over to the
Yeah,
library. as well.
Gotcha.
Good question, though.
I
I was
think
gonna say,
should.
thanks for asking, yeah. We have our own credit card policy. We also have moved to, I don't wanna say spending a lot, but using our credit card a lot because the points then, we buy
The
gift cards
reimbursements.
for
Yeah,
the summer reading program and other
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
So we've kind of, but we do have our own policy. It's just not a city card, so we
Sure.
don't follow that.
Because there was there was a lot of things that came out of it through finance of where like the approval methods
Gotcha.
and searching out vendors that will be tax exempt and
Ah,
things of that
gotcha.
nature. So I just
Okay.
wanted, like I said, clarity
Yeah.
as far as that
Yeah.
goes.
Excellent. Well, thank you. Any other questions? Do you want this now?
Fine.
Okay,
I'm
but
okay.
either way.
On my tiny phone here,
Okay.
but I can't read.
That concludes
That concludes.
Alan's report. Okay. And then we'll move right on to new business. The 2026 holiday and library closings. That's page, actually, I have it on page
Yeah, I flipped it.
18, and so we'll look at the calendar first. The library calendar of holidays, closed days, partial days, and board meetings.
I just had one question.
Yes.
Typically, when there's an off day for school, does that end up being a big day for the library?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because you have programming too that fall around.
Yeah,
those
the
days.
children's librarians, specifically look at the calendar and plan programming on off days.
Like the.
Are you worried about the 19th? So I checked with them, and they don't have anything until the afternoon,
So the morning is okay?
so the morning is okay.
What about kids just coming into the library?
I think that early in the morning, not as much.
Okay.
Do we have gate counts on record to see what it is like from previous years?
I mean, I can ask Maureen.
I think, was that last year at that time? No, sorry, that
So-
was in April that we had our
Last-
family engagement piece here.
Last year, we had, we did President's Day for our in-service.
Right.
This year, we wanted to move it up to Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I have
Gotcha.
contacted the health department because we were given 24 boxes of Narcan from the
Gotcha.
Milwaukee Fire Department.
Okay.
And my staff needs training on it.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
it's not difficult or anything,
Well,
but there
but
are
still.
things they
Yeah.
need to know.
Yeah. That was the only date that I was in question.
Does Franklin have off that day?
Yes,
Oh, they
it's
do.
a-
That's
yeah.
why I brought it up.
And I think, if I remember correctly, Franklin might also have had President's Day off as well.
Is that it's in February,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, it's a month
So
later.
it was kind of like, I was like,
Professional
okay.
development
it's-
days, the students
Right.
have off, teachers
Right,
don't
right.
have off, but yeah.
So I guess the one thing is, do you want me to move it to another day that's not a holiday? I could do that. I would
You're a
have
lot
to-
closer to it to know over the years if that's been a concern, and if it's not,
Yeah, I mean, typically
And it's
we
just
have
in the
games with a
morning.
cop. We have games with a, I don't know if they're calling them games with a cop or if they're calling them games
Hero?
with the heroes now.
Yeah,
So they get the police
And
in
the fire.
that day to like
yeah.
play games,
sure,
board games. And that's in the afternoon.
yeah, perfect.
I noticed two things on the schedule.
Yeah.
One is we always meet on the fourth Monday of the month,
Yes.
except December.
That was a boo-boo, I told Alan already.
Yeah. There's nothing that forces us to move to the 21st from the 28th.
That's so funny because I was looking at that and I'm like, okay, Christmas is far enough away from the 21st that we can still meet the 21st.
So we'll make it the 28th.
But it's not the 4th. I totally missed that one.
So
Yeah.
Jennifer,
it's
we're making it
supposed to be
28th?
So it's gonna be
It's
the
supposed to be
28th?
the 28th?
It was supposed to be 28th, but the template that I use, I had, yeah.
You're always
Okay.
backed up in December, so it's like, okay.
And then the other thing, in May, 25th is a holiday, so we move it back one Monday. I would like to ask if that procedure could be changed to moving it from the 25th to the 26th on a Tuesday. Because for every week that we lose, our data is less accurate. And so when we move it back a month or a week, we lose a whole week's worth of
Yeah.
data, and it is.
Do we have to, I know this is probably published, do we have to change it now or do people need time to think about that? Is
Yeah.
that like, when are council meetings?
That would not conflict with a council meeting,
Okay.
because that's the first and third.
First and third.
Tuesday,
Okay.
and I
We only
need
have
be
to
on the
post-
council, because I'm up for reelection this
Oh.
year.
We only
goodness.
need to post these meetings
Yeah,
a certain number of days in
Yeah.
advance. So
24
even if we
hours.
were to change it,
a month before.
you know,
But
it wouldn't make an issue. I don't have any problem with the 26th.
I don't have,
Me either.
Well, then
Neither
do-
I.
Oh.
no? Okay. All right, well then, we don't really need to take action
Why don't
on
we just
a,
wait and do it when it comes up?
That would probably be best to.
Everybody note it.
how about everybody, yeah, I was gonna say, everybody note it, but to announce it maybe.
Yeah.
April, because that's when the next
Right.
meeting.
Is that
will be
okay with you?
established.
Yeah, the only thing is I do give the city the full 12-month,
But if we, at our April meeting,
yeah.
change it and announce it, that's 30, that's a month in advance, that should be plenty.
Yeah, that's fine.
But note it, so that we all know that it's not the 18th, that we are, yeah.
I do agree with Alan because that week before, they probably wouldn't even have the numbers for the next month.
Yeah.
So we almost,
It would be
it'd be
beneficial.
much better, it would be
Yeah.
much better to have it the 26th than the 18th.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anything else with the calendar? Okay.
I did double check with Lisa about the civic
Yeah,
celebration
that,
dates.
I figured you did.
And she said this is what she knows of to the best of her knowledge right now.
Mm.
Now, last year when I did that, I think there was a change, like some pickleball.
Oh, they added
It
the
was
pickleball tournament.
It was some
or
pickleball
something, yeah.
tournament, and
Okay.
I like, well, we didn't know about it.
I can see that being a tipping point.
It was an added day to the civic celebration, and typically we work really.
At present, the civic celebration is only going to be held from the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
There was talk of extending it to the Sunday. The carnival will still exist, but there will be no other programming from the civic celebration side of things.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been an observer of the civic celebration.
Gotcha. All right. And it looks like we do need approval for this, so I will move that we approve the 2026 Franklin Public Library calendar, holidays, closed days, partial days, and board meetings with the change in December is the only official change we have made.
I'll second.
Okay, that was Maria and Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstained? Motion carries. All right, and then we will look at our master calendar. So, if each, I hope that maybe each committee kind of looked at their meeting schedule on here. And if you have any comments about that. I know you added, let's see, distribute and collect, but you didn't take
Oh,
the other
shame.
two off.
Okay.
So if you could just take
So
those
take
off.
September.
In September, distribute, that's under personnel,
And then
and
the
then
next one.
October, the board, the evaluations collected.
Got it.
Because we
Okay.
do it all in November now,
Yep.
so.
Yeah.
Any other additions or changes from any of the other committees or anything that anybody notices on here that?
I make a motion we approve with those minor changes.
I'll second.
That was Annie and Mike, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed, abstain, motion carries. Okay. The only thing that I want to mention is that for next month, we need to set the date for the January retreat. So please come next month with dates in mind. In the past, we've typically done it, I don't know, Jennifer
I
and I
think it was the
talked.
second Saturday
Like
in
the second
January.
Saturday usually works out, but Annie,
What? Can I just ask
Yes.
about this retreat?
yes,
We
so,
go through the strategic plan.
Okay.
and set the annual goals.
I'll be
So
gone
like,
on the second Saturday.
okay. Well, yep, so next month, if other people can look at their January schedule. So we meet from about
January.
8 to noon, 8 to 11,
And we have French toast sticks.
and we have French toast sticks.
Nothing else.
Nothing else matters. From 8 to 11, we eat French toast sticks.
I don't remember that being a thing. That's interesting.
I'm excited about that.
Well, I know they are.
And we
I
go
just-
through,
practice.
yeah, like Mike said, the strategic plan, and we make a new annual plan.
Okay.
Like, and then Jennifer morphs that into those
objectives
that,
again.
yes, that annual thing with all the quarters and stuff. So when we get those quarterly updates, that plan was made by us and by staff last January. So that's what our retreat is. We have it right here in the, possibly the children's room again, because there might be chair yoga happening. So, depending
It
on.
depends on the date.
Yes, yes. So, and it doesn't really matter which Saturday we pick this year, because as last year, I think, the city has extended when we have to get those final vouchers
It's
approved.
now like
So-
the end of February, so we don't.
We used
can
to
just do
try
it.
to meet earlier in the month, but it doesn't really matter. So actually, January has 5 Saturdays to choose from. But really earlier in the month, obviously, would be better, because that's part of the first quarter. So that's really all I wanted to say. So
Picking those dates next month.
next month.
Okay.
So it gives you a month to kind of
Okay.
look at your schedules. Be prepared next month, please, so it'll be
Just do
an
it on
easy.
the third right away.
Jennifer.
Get it over with.
Was
I won't
card?
be
I
there.
I
See?
was with the family that
See?
day.
Was
I
there
know.
an anniversary
If it's the
card
next
going
one.
Oh,
around?
for Laura.
No, I forgot that one.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's
I'm just
okay.
asking. I just happened to see it on her report, so I just.
Yes. It's
we
the
can
first time I
Just
haven't
do it next month.
We
Laura
can-
may not even remember that it's.
I'll put a little something below.
We hope.
Okay. All right. So we will move on to Jennifer's report.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Oh, did we go by Jason and Amanda?
I don't have anything.
You know what? Shoot. Why do
Jason,
I
do you have
always?
anything new? Neither of us.
Nobody.
Have anything
Okay, we're good.
We're
Okay,
good.
keep
Keep
Okay.
going.
Keep
Never
it
mind.
You know why?
Okay.
Because I put
We want
approving
to
of.
be quick.
I put approving of that calendar by
I
Amanda.
wanna
Goodness
see 'em,
gracious.
so-
Well, yes, some of us have been home already. You haven't.
No, I'm not yet.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
my
So
kid
we're,
is home from college. So
we
I
want to
wanna-
honor that.
The
yeah.
one who's in Illinois. The
Yeah.
one who lives at Milwaukee.
Awesome.
All right,
I'm
giddy up.
anxious to get home.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
yeah, if you don't have any questions. Trying to think, the Johnson Control stuff is ongoing. Joe and I, like you read, found out that they are including that in the project, so we had to put a stop on the electrician coming out and installing a photo cell.
What's taking them so long?
I don't know, I had to like manually turn the parking lot lights on tonight. So.
Wouldn't it be nice if every time somebody missed the deadline, it actually cost them some money?
I know, right?
Boy, people would
Going
get
on
stuff done on
forever.
time, I guarantee you.
The HVAC, the chiller stuff, it's, a lot of it's happening off, like,
Right,
we're
right.
not, we don't even know.
That's nice.
Good.
But eventually they will get into the library.
Mhm.
And we got,
Library
Weekend
music.
Bob's retiring.
Weekend Bob.
Weekend Bob.
Joe 2.0, Weekend Bob.
Even though now calls him
Trying to, one of the big things that the librarians are worried about is the whole snafu with Baker and Taylor, because they had all their stuff ordered and they wrote, they keep their budgets,
Right.
but then.
So are they
a lot
more
of the
concerned
stuff-
about the money or just not getting the stuff?
I think they figured out that they're getting the stuff because they went through their Baker and Taylor orders and things that hadn't come in. They had to cancel from Baker and Taylor to make sure they didn't get duplicate copies, and then order from Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
But they're worried about, number one, they're more worried probably about going over, but then they are a little bit worried about not spending all of it too.
Well, and that's just it, we were looking at Fund 16.
We haven't even started using it yet.
Yeah, I mean, we've got
Right.
money there, so
Yeah.
they should know in some manner or fashion, give me a number, no, that number's fine.
I told them that if we were first of all, if we're over, I've got some cushion.
Right.
If they're significantly under, the board, there are things that can be done, like budget amendments that
Oh,
can be
absolutely.
done to like
Right,
place
right.
the money into next
We're
year's.
so
Right.
close to the end of the year
Right.
anyway, and we do have more money next year, so.
So
Yeah.
Right.
I told them not to worry too much about it.
Well, and I told them not to worry. It's they're doing their job. They are not purposely going over. This was an
Yeah.
unforeseen
We appreciate
thing.
the concern, but it's
exactly.
not,
They
you don't
should
lose
not.
sleep over it.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then
Oh, the other thing is just like the concerns in the community about hoopla.
yeah, there is some of that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
does some different messaging need to go out, or it's just like, I think this
I-
is just gonna die down.
I think it will. I mean, I have a consistent message, and that
Mm-hmm.
is Hoopla was not financially
Right,
sustainable. That we've decided to invest more money into Overdrive to
Right.
try
It's
to like
comparable, or can get
Right.
somewhat comparable.
somewhat, but not.
Not really.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
really. One comment on Facebook was that Hoopla was the only relevant thing about the library.
Oh, that's nice.
But that was one comment
Yeah.
out of,
And, yeah.
a lot of people were very understanding.
They really are.
So are these?
I've been putting it out there like, okay, first let's get the bad news out of the way. We're getting rid of Hoopla. But then I follow it up with,
Right.
yay, we're adding to Overdrive.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Are these patrons that like would come in to, if they were so used to Hoopla and don't use Overdrive, and they would need someone to show them how, that kind of person? Are we doing anything to help people understand Overdrive? Are you putting out educational stuff on
yeah, we will,
Overdrive
and
so that?
Sam will do
Okay.
classes. But the gentleman that said that isn't he's
Right.
very comfortable with technology,
Yeah,
and his
okay.
family uses the library
Yeah,
a lot,
okay.
like the
Yeah.
physical materials.
So he in particular isn't going to have trouble.
No.
Yeah, but
In
in general,
general,
for other people.
For other people.
help, yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Overdrive is, Hoopla was used pretty well, but Overdrive is by far, it would be worse to lose Overdrive.
Right.
It's used a lot more than Hoopla is.
But for
And
those that use
Then
it,
there's Canopy that's
My
barely,
daughter.
not used that often.
so sad.
Oh,
but you're handling
My
that
daughter.
messaging, right, Maria?
I'm taking care of it.
yeah. So, yeah. Then I did include, I told the librarians to make them shorter little
No, that's okay.
updates and.
You know, we have this heading Teen and Outreach Department, and there's all sorts of information on teen, and I don't know if it should just be labeled to that and then
Separate.
have outreach
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah, we could do that.
That might
I
help.
think this month she's just doing
It-
less outreach. It just happens to be more
Yeah.
teen stuff. But
It
yeah.
might help us. Tell her it
I'll
will.
tell her that. I'll tell her
It
to
will
divide
help
them
us
into two.
if she has.
Because within the adult department, Andy talks about Claire Meadows, which is an outreach thing. So just stick it
I know,
under
yeah.
a different spot,
Okay.
and then I think it'll be a little bit easier.
Right.
I'm not looking to darken the sky with outreach
Right.
things, but the fact that there is stuff going on, and we did have that as an objective. It's nice to know that stuff is
Yeah.
Right.
going.
And then we have the bake sale,
Mm-hmm.
the 13th. That's it, unless anybody has questions. And then the final number, the at a glance numbers.
Yeah.
Pretty healthy, a little down on the physical circ, but our electronic circ
Mm-hmm.
was good. It'll be interesting to see what happens in January.
I just want to ask Jason a question.
Sure.
Past city administration was really concerned about circulation numbers like nothing else mattered. What does the mayor care about when it comes to the library?
That's a great.
Do you know?
I don't think that it's a priority for him.
Okay.
I don't think he's looking at any of the measurables of what, whether it's a financial, I think he's looking more towards like planning and development than he is at what the library is functioning as.
So if there's anything that would help tell that story, like one of the things that we usually do it, shortly after the beginning of the year is we get in front of the council, here's our objectives for the year. So you kind of know, okay, board got together with the staff of the library and then here's what we're planning on, this is part of our 5-year plan, that type of thing, just so we kind of get that in front of them.
I think if you're able to make that case to the board or the city council,
Yeah.
I think there's much more of a buy-in of, people like myself. I think Michelle, who used to sit on the board, I think Alderwoman Day would probably be also another strong proponent of the library.
Mhm.
I would think Alderman Salus would also have a very positive. I think highlighting the positives of Alderman Salus is very much about the community and building that, and how
Yeah, yeah.
there's the outreach.
Sure.
I think Alderman Pecorelli would just want to just know the direction than anything else, and I think Alderman Hassan is also another one, very very community minded as
Yeah.
far as like, okay, what are you doing for the community? Less about
Circulation.
the circulation thing. I think is
Yeah.
kind of
Yes. Yeah.
is a good metric, but it doesn't tell the entire story, and they're looking for
Sure.
more of the story than like give me numbers.
Gotcha.
And that's what we plan.
Yeah, good question. I did notice that, going back to circulation, this physical drop in circulation was almost exactly what the increase in
Yeah.
e-circulation was this month.
Yeah.
So, it's always gonna be. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think it was a good month. Programming wise, we have a lot of programs and a lot of well-attended programs. Locker holds continue to be robust. So,
I can't remember if I asked it at a meeting or just in our agenda meeting, if we're, because of those locker holds being so popular, if we need to look at adding, did we just talk about that? And then she said they have been able to change the policy, instead of letting stuff sit there for
Yeah.
5 days, did we talk about that
Well,
last time? So,
So
yeah, we keep,
officially, we only keep things in there 3 days.
Right,
But
now
back-
it's done.
Back in the day when there wasn't as much demand, if the library assistants didn't get stuff pulled,
Yeah.
for a day or two, it wasn't
Yeah.
the end of the world.
Right.
Now, we
Yep.
have to pull stuff.
Yep.
And we had one patron who was constantly putting stuff in the locker and not picking it up. And so finally, we have told them that they have to use the
regular hold shelf.
regular
yeah.
hold
Mhm.
shelf.
Yep, that's reasonable. All right. Anything else? Annie, do you have a report from the foundation?
We had the holiday boutique and
Yes.
thrift fundraiser, and we raised over $3,000. And upcoming holiday bake sale on Saturday, December 13th.
And when is the drop off for the baked goods?
Thursday?
Thursday? Okay.
Friday morning. We're
Yeah.
coming on Friday to Fox.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to volunteer,
Gotcha.
I'll send out a sign up
Send it-
genius.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's fun. We got a lot of donations of tins, holiday tins and platters and things like that.
Oh,
And I
so
pulled
you
them.
pulled 'em.
I
Oh,
pulled them from the
nice
sale, and we're
idea.
going to use those for the cookies, for the baked stuff.
I would also like to publicly thank the foundation for donating some of the leftover items from the holiday sale to Clement Manor, where my mom lives. Their basement storage area flooded, where all the residents could
Oh,
have
wow.
storage units
Oh.
in August, and most people kept holiday
course.
decorations down there.
Yep.
And lost all of that.
ugh,
So they were very gracious to
That's nice.
to then
that's nice.
send the leftovers over to them. Their little holiday sale is coming up in next week, so they are going to have it
Okay.
out for people to have.
Cool.
So yeah,
Wonderful.
so yes.
All right, let's bring it in, Maria. You're working on a rough record here.
I know. All right. So our next meeting is December 22nd, which is Christmas week, but I think everybody said that was okay. Anybody know now that they're not going to be there?
Oh, yeah, that's
A travel week.
it is.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Good.
That's,
That's
yeah.
All right.
Have a
You're
great.
allowed.
Oh,
All right,
absolutely.
I'd like to make a motion. We adjourn.
Second.
Ooh, we're gonna give it to Jason because, yeah. All right, and that is 6:32. All right,
Is that a
motion.
record? That might be a
All in
record.
favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting adjourned.